Welcome to the Friars Coaches Corner. In today's conversation, we will be speaking with the girls' golf team. We have head coach Ashley Nimmo, senior Samantha Cooke, two juniors, Allison Amoruso, thank you. And ladies, how's it going today?
Good.
Doing well. How are you?
Good, thank you. Today's really nice outside, so I'm sure as golfers, you're kind of really chomping at the bit, maybe doing some things in your backyard with the golf clubs. Well, ladies, again, I'm really honored to have you today. You are our first group of students to come and have conversation with us in the Coaches Corner. We've been doing a series of interviews, and you get to be the first set of students, so it's kind of nice and exciting having you here today. All right, Samantha, I'm going to start with you. You're the senior. Where will you be heading to school in the fall, and kind of what made you choose that location?
I'm going to be going down to the University of South Carolina in Columbia. I chose there. I really liked the atmosphere. I like the warm weather, easy to play golf in. So,
have you already made contact with the golf team? Are you going to be a walk-on? Are you getting involved with their program? Do they have a club team or anything?
They have a club team, which I'm definitely interested in joining.
And then Allison and Kaitlyn, you will be seniors next year. So you'll be going through this process of trying to pick a school. Have you kind of narrowed down your dream schools?
For me personally, I'd like to go Ivy if I could. If not, I'm looking into schools like Fairfield, Fordham, and Holy Cross.
And for me, probably somewhere in the Northeast. That's where I'm looking.
Hopefully with everything that's going on, you'll still be able to do plenty of college visits. That'll be really nice.
Yeah, hopefully.
Miss Nimmo, you sure you'd like to relive some of those college days? Have you narrowed down your choices of where you want to go back to?
Oh, absolutely. I'd go back to Coastal Carolina in a heartbeat.
Really, so this season has taken an unexpected turn. I mean, obviously something no one saw coming, but now that we unfortunately won't be able to go back to the hallways of St. Anthony's, is there something that you can identify that kind of struck you as odd that you found yourselves missing? Not necessarily counting the teachers or counting your teammates and students, because we definitely all miss that interaction, but was there something odd?
I think just walking down the hallway in general. I know for me, my senior year, today would have been my last day of classes, and knowing that, it'd be my last time walking down the hallway in my uniform as a St. Anthony's student, and having that last day a couple weeks ago and not realizing that, I definitely took that for granted.
Kaitlyn, how about you?
For me, like I said, that I actually miss I miss being with the team. I wish that we could go back this year and play. Just because for the competition aspect, I miss playing the courses against the other school. I miss that bonding pact with my team, whether it was the bus ride to the course. We were always so cheering each other on. We all just wanted the best for each other, and I really miss that.
And Allison, did anything strike you?
Yeah, I miss having a routine every day. Even just getting up out of bed at 7:30 and going to school. I just miss having that routine.
Okay, that makes sense, and I definitely can agree with you on that one. The routine setting for me, even though it's been almost 2 months, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing every day.
What the new routine is.
Okay, Ashley, let's kind of go in, talk with you a little bit. You are a Friar class of 2003, and I find it very exciting, your lifestyle at St. Anthony's. You have interaction with students at so many different levels. You teach in the school, you're an assistant on the boys swim team, you are the head freshman cheer coach, and the head varsity girls golf team. You've got a lot of different angles. Can you share with us what it's like interacting with all the diverse groups?
It's definitely challenging at times, depending on each sport that I coach. Coaching style, I am definitely tough and strict with my cheerleaders. They're young, they're throwing girls up in the air. You have to be. The boys swimming, it's a great group of guys, and they work so well together, and they just want to get in the pool and they want to win. So we work on techniques. And then this group of golf girls is just amazing. They make my job so much easier. They know what they're supposed to do. They get off that bus and they get straight to work, and they all get along, and it's fun to see them have fun on the course, but also do what they're supposed to and without being reminded. So they make my job a lot easier.
That's nice. And like I said, so many different aspects that you get to see of St. Anthony's and the experience for you. I'm sure that's kind of really nice.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Now, did you girls know that she was a swimmer?
Yes.
Yeah.
I always like to tell people that. So you're always surprised by who did what when you were at St. Anthony's. I'm sorry, Samantha, what did you say?
But she likes to tell people that too.
Sam was also a freshman cheerleader of mine her freshman year as well.
So was I.
Oh.
Yes, and Allison too, her freshman year. I forgot. Yes. So they kind of follow me.
You guys got a good coach there. She's very entertaining with all that she has done. She's good.
Yeah.
Good coach.
Like to stay busy.
All right, so Ms. Nimmo, you have had the fortunate good luck of experiencing championships with your swim team. Now, with this strong group of young ladies, you guys were looking to capture your third title, league title for the Catholic League. Going into this 2020 season, if there was going to be anything that would have gotten in the way of capturing that title?
Only one thing that would have gotten in the way was Kellenberg. This is a good group of girls. I had no doubt in my mind that we were going to get a third title. It was all about what Kellenberg was going to bring to the table, but I had confidence in my girls that we would pull it out again for a win.
And that's a great feeling. I mean, going into a season with something really striving for, I mean, you can't beat something like that when you're a part of a varsity team. So ladies, congratulations on last year's title. And for Allison and for Kaitlyn, this is something, at least going into 2021 season, you guys still have this that you can kind of going after that third title. That'll be real exciting for you ladies.
Yeah. Hopefully we get it next year.
I have all the faith in the world we will.
All right, Samantha, I want to kind of go back to you. Being a Friar since your freshman year, you have had the honor of seeing how other captains have led, and now you've earned the right to be a captain this year. Can you kind of think about what your style would have been, or what's something you would have put your stamp on to say, this is kind of how I lead?
I definitely would say I bring like the comedic relief to the group. I'm more of like an easygoing. I'm not hard on the team, although sometimes when I have to be, I will. But I'm just more of my philosophy with golf is if you're not having fun, it's not worth winning or losing. It's just not worth it. So as long as the whole team has a smile on their face, it doesn't matter if we win or lose. I just want to have fun with everyone.
You know what? I tell you what, in high school, that's probably one of the best styles to have. I mean, this way, you're right. You're a small group. How many girls on your team, Ashley? At least 8 or 10? Yeah. So you know what? That's definitely a lot of good camaraderie. And to keep the jokes going, you want to be there every day. Allison, we kind of want to ask you a few questions. So again, you started playing as a freshman on the team. Kaitlyn playing as a freshman at Southampton. And then we were lucky enough to have you come onto our squad as a sophomore. So going into this season, what were some of the steps you two were taking to kind of get yourselves ready?
Practicing a lot.
Yeah, every day after school, whether it was the range or if we could get out to the golf course with the weather permitting, it was everything you could going into like before that first match that we would have had. But
Yeah, I agree with that.
And I'm sure the pressure was kind of on you a little bit. I want to congratulate both of you. Allison, you're the defending league champion, and Kaitlyn, you are the defending state champion. Really nice honors to hold. Again, congratulations on holding that, and now having to defend that. I'm sure that's a little bit of pressure, so I can understand the extra work. Can each of you share what it was like realizing that you were going to own those titles at those particular matches?
For me, it was a great experience knowing that after practicing every day, just like countless times going to the range, going out on the course, that like all of that hard work had finally paid off. Knowing that like I did it to accomplish something like so great. It was a really good experience.
Yeah, definitely me too. It's just like all that hard work really pays off in the end when you win something like that.
At those particular meets, how many strokes did you win by, or like did you say, okay, if she doesn't make this, then I know I've earned that title? Was it that?
Well, mine was it was like a tiebreaker, so I had to play another girl to win. We tied.
Actually, it was exciting. It was exciting to go through that process.
I'm sure, it's, again, congratulations. I'm sure it's something you'll probably never forget. Did you have an understanding too coming into this season of who was going to be some of the individual competition for you guys? So who do you think
Kellenberg.
the biggest challenge?
Yeah, 100%.
Kellenberg.
Everyone carries the same amount of girls per squad?
It all depends on who comes out for the team. There are some teams who have 3 girls on the team, and they just come to have fun. Kellenberg has about 14 girls, so he gets to rotate his girls out. I have 8, so I get to rotate a few. You bring a max of 6 to a match, so with 1 through 5 scoring, and your 6 is the alternate. So it really all depends.
Now, Ashley, you're going into your 4th season as the head coach. What do you say maybe is different about this program over those 4 years? And do you see the 2021 season a year harder?
Really, the thing that makes this team what it is since I've been a coach are really the girls. It has nothing to do with me. This is the best group of girls that I have ever seen. They work hard all year round. Their parents, without their parents, I mean, I don't think we would be where we are. Their parents that have the dedication as well to drive them to the golf course, to drive them to the driving range, and do that on the off season. So really it's all the girls past and present that I've had that make this team successful at this point. And I think 2021, we will probably be able to do it. I think the following year might be a little harder with losing Allison and Kaitlyn. Hopefully we'll get a few freshmen in and to continue on our streak.
Can you ladies share some of your memorable moments, maybe? Or Samantha, can you think of a time over these past 4 years that you probably was like, this is the best day ever being a golfer?
I have to say, I think the first time that we won league championships, I finished my match earlier than we were waiting on Amanda Cipriano. She was going to bring it home for us. And I put my bag with Coach Nimmo and I ran back out to the course and I caddied for her so she wasn't tired by carrying her own bag. And I actually was motivating her with a bag of Skittles that I bought earlier that day from school. I was saving them for the ride home, but then she was getting tired. I was like, okay, I have to, entice her somehow, some way to keep fighting. And it came down to the ninth hole on the green, the last putt. And I was like, if you make this, you get the rest of the Skittles and I'll buy you Skittles every day for the rest of your year. And she made it and I kept my promise. That was definitely a good moment.
Yeah, that was a good moment. That was really fun.
What about for you ladies? Allison, Kaitlyn, any moments other than that championship? Is there something else you can add to that?
Last year when we won the league title, just having everybody like walk off like the ninth green, just all of us taking like the pictures, holding the flags. It was just like a really good team bonding moment, I think. Knowing that like we had all worked so hard and just to be able to like feel like that great experience as a group was just like a really good moment.
Yeah, I agree with Kaitlyn and Sam.
I think another moment that really resonates with me are just all the bus rides that we take with Coach Nimmo driving the bus and all of us, singing the music that's blasting at the top of our lungs and just having fun together.
One question for student athletes, if you don't mind sharing, what advice maybe can you give to help other students understand that balance of being a student and being a successful athlete?
I think time management is definitely the number one thing. You have to realize that there's time that you have to focus on your practice, focus on your matches. And then once you get home, you have to focus on your studies as well. Because if you don't do well with your studies, then you'll get on probation on the team. That we have a strict, rule with that. So.
And that's a good message. I hope everyone will get to hear because I guess as you go on and like I said, you start to understand your different success. You're right. Time management probably even as adults, time management is probably a key.
Oh yeah.
So, Teacher Appreciation Month. Any shout outs you want to give?
I'll give a shout out to Miss Welling. I love Miss Welling. So.
Mr. Washington. He's my economics teacher. He's awesome.
Oh, Mr. Rockline. He's been doing so well.
I just have to say, I am very humbled and honored to have been asked 4 years ago to coach golf. I remember when Mr. Minucci called me and said, hey, do you want to coach golf? And I thought to myself, I've played, but I don't think I'm that great. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but let me tell you, these girls go above and beyond. And I've made Coach of the Year 2 years in a row. It has nothing to do with me. It's all about these girls, and they deserve all the praise. Because without them, I would not be in this position.
I'm glad you're there, and I hope they feel the same. I enjoy waiting to hear the results. I reach out to Coach Nimmo constantly, like, how'd it go? So I always want to hear how you ladies done because your team is definitely on the rise. Your team is definitely one that I think schools need to now pay attention to. Ms. Cooke, I'd like to say thank you to you. I'd like to say congratulations to the athletic department. Mr. Minucci also extends his thank you for being a senior here and the administration as well. And hopefully your future endeavors will really be enjoyable.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, ladies, again, I thank you for coming into this conversation today. It was nice having student athletes join us in the Coach's Corner. Ms. Nimmo, you're doing a great job with this group of young ladies, and hopefully COVID 2020 won't get in our way come next school year.
I hope not. I miss these girls. I miss being out of course with them. Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.